So let's get into our flow, and we'll mark that beginning with the bell. So we come to our feet, we're standing. And let's just lift the shoulders up, breathing in through the nostrils and release out through the mouth. And again, we'll try that again. Breathe in, hold, and then out through the mouth. Let's try that again, breathing in. Get the shoulders as high as you can. Let the arms just be completely limp, and then out through the mouth. Just roll the shoulders back a few times. Just get the feet comfortable distance apart. Feel the feet on the ground. Feel the knees nice and bendy. So as you lift your shoulders up and take them back, see how slowly you can do that. So we're really getting into the flow and the fluidity of the joint, of the shoulder joint. It might not feel that fluid at the beginning. It might feel like, oh, there's lots of achiness in the shoulders. It might feel a bit stiff. Let the knees join in so you start getting the feeling of flow coming into the body. And then gradually the elbows are coming up, they're getting higher. And use the breath. So we're just combining everything. We're just getting with the body, getting with the breath, breathing in, getting with our attention. So noticing the arms and watching with the eyes, the arms. So we're paying attention to ourselves, feel the knees bending, feel the feet on the ground. One more, breathing in and breathing out. So starting to get a bit of flow into the body. Again, shoulders going forwards now, knees still bending, feet still firmly on the ground. Keeping the evenness of the weight between the feet and the evenness between the front and the back of the feet. And lifting the elbows now. Yeah, letting the whole body kind of join in, like, yes, whatever feels good. Just to really exaggerate that movement. Maybe it feels like we're diving in, so the arms are coming forwards and we're really opening and diving in. Almost getting a little bit of a flow through the body as if we're swimming. Yeah, swimming through the day. Okay. Take the feet a bit further apart, bend the knees. Again, coming into some flow with twists. So turning on our axis. Turn to look right behind you. Bend the knees as your body faces forwards. And you might want to, if you look right behind you, you might just come up onto your toe. As you turn, come up onto your toe, the opposite toe to the way you're turning, if you like. And then that will really help. Let the arms be really heavy. Yeah, make sure you're breathing in and out through the nostrils the whole time. Make sure the body doesn't get floppy, because the spine is upright. It's keeping you nice and upright. The head is staying on top of the body. The shoulders are down away from the ears. And just let yourself slowly come to a stop. Good. And let's just take the backs of the hands to the lower back. Give yourself a little bit of a pummel there. Whoa, yeah. Just getting any kind of areas, those little pockets of kind of staleness and achiness. We're just waking them up, giving them a bit of energy, giving them a bit of attention, and then we'll get the knuckles on the base of the spine, rubbing. Oh, yeah, maybe have a few sighs there, why not? Ah, yeah, feels good to engage with this body. Yeah, feeling a sense of nowness in the body. So let's just shake the wrists out, just shaking off any tension that's there. Maybe just making little starry fingers. Again, just really just shining out, getting rid of that tension, and then rotating the wrists first of all in one direction, and then the other direction. Maybe just keep changing. One direction, other direction. Might even let the arms join in a little bit. So we're just getting the arms just moving, whatever way feels good to you. And then take the feet a bit further apart, bend the knees, let the arms swing. Loosening the shoulders, everything is nice and relaxed. Oh, yeah, breathe. Okay. And we're going to come into the half breaths to just get some of that energy, clear out any cobwebs. Breathing in, lift the arms up, the fingertips to the ceiling, look up, and then out through the mouth. Good. Let the arms swing, keep that swing going till you're ready to breathe in, lift the arms up. Strong inhale, fast and quick exhale through the mouth. A strong exhale, very strong dynamic exhale. Let the arms swing till you're ready to bring in a fresh new breath. And then out through the mouth. Arms swing. Let's do one more of those. Keep the arms swinging until you're ready. And then take the fresh new in-breath, look up. Fill the body with air, and then exhale. Yeah, sweeping it out. Let's just sweep and connect the energy up. So put the right hand on the left shoulder, sweeping from the left shoulder down to the right hip. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Whoa, felt a little shiver there. Left hand on right shoulder, sweep. 1, 2, 3. And we'll just bring the hands to the hips. Let's warm the legs up a little bit. Let's get the blood flowing in the legs. Let's bring the heel to the backside. Get the legs moving really quickly. Keep the chest lifted. The belly is quite strong there. The shoulders are down away from the ears, elbows back and down. And then we bring the knees up high. Again, quite quickly, keeping the body upright. Always a bit of integrity here in the abdominals to support the back. Remember that relationship. It's holding you. This band is like holding you in your center. And then take the legs out to the side, just getting the legs activated. So we just feel a bit more limber when we come into some postures. Get the energy moving. Breathing in, breathing out. And then to open up the hip area, breathing in, breathing out. Just lifting the knee and opening out the hip. Yeah, just enjoy the feeling of opening. Definitely the hip is a very much a part of our flowing area. Kind of the more feminine, watery qualities of the body. They can get a bit stiff sometimes when we kind of get a bit held, and very much about moving forwards the hip joint there as well. And just take a little bit more of the hips. Let's take the feet a bit wider apart, and we can keep the hands on the hip area or on the waist, and we just take the hips around in a circle. So we're just going to explore that circle. Keep the knees nice and soft so they don't get too much bother there, but it's really led by the hips. Breathing nice and smoothly in and out through the nostrils. Yeah, keep the knees very soft. The knees kind of join in. Let's take it in the other direction now. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Yeah, ease out any little bits of achiness and just find that lovely fluid, watery quality in the center of the body. Yeah, good. Okay. Let's first, we're going to come into a little bit of a side stretch to prepare for our standing postures. So let's just bring the hands up together, and we're going to have the hands interlinked above the head. So let's take them up first of all. Let's get ourselves really tall. Feet are hips width apart, so just get the feet level and parallel. Breathing in, just lifting the hands up and pushing the feet into the ground. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. We're just going to now take the feet slightly wider apart, maybe as wide as the shoulders. Breathe in, extend the hands up, and breathing out, we're going to lean over to the left, breathing out. Still extending the arms up, breathing in, lifting the arms up to the ceiling. Breathing out, leaning down to the right. The side you're leaning to, really press into the foot there. Use the inhale to come up. So don't go too far, because we'll do it a few times and you can maybe see if you can go a little bit further each time without pushing or forcing. Breathe in and breathe out. And everything's supported by the breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, one more to the right. Breathing out. Using the in-breath to come up. And the out-breath, lower the arms down to the sides. Good. We'll just continue that a little bit actually, just to, again, get a bit of flow into our practice and get with our breath and the flow of our breath. So feet again, hips width apart, lift the heels and place them down. Lift the toes, place them down, feel the ground. And as you breathe in, we're going to lift the arms up, look up, bring the hands together, turn the palms, and as you bring the hands down, you bring the gaze back to center. Now we're going to come up off our heels. So lift the heels off the ground as you lift up to the sky. Turn the hands, slowly bring the hands down, the heels come down to the ground. So very mindful. This is really getting us into the present, the nowness, the moment, breathing in and breathing out. And that now moment, this moment is forever changing, constantly changing, like the water, like the river. Breathing in all the way up, lifting the heels high, lifting the hands, and breathing out through the nostrils slowly. We'll do one more of these. So really keep your mind focused just on what's happening. Breathing in, lifting the arms up. Lifting the heels high, extending up, turn the palms slowly as you can. Let the arms float down, heels float down, arms come down. Beautiful, good. Everything is opened up a bit more now. We're going to come into Trikonasana, so stand at the front of your mat. Lift the chest down tall, feet on the ground. Weight onto the left foot, let's step back with the right. Right foot pointing directly forwards, left foot pointing directly forwards to the front edge of the mat. Square the hips to the long edge of the mat. Breathe in, lift the arms up. Lift the chest, lift the ribs with that in-breath. And as you breathe out, keep the lift of the ribs. Long waist. Breathing in, open the palms. Open across the chest. And as you breathe out, reach over to your left and down. As that arm comes down, the right arm goes up to the ceiling. Lovely, simple movement, which starts to become second nature the more you practice. So you're reaching the fingertips up to the ceiling. Make sure you haven't locked the knees. Just soften them a little bit. Maybe just remind them by giving them a little bend. Good. And open the chest to the ceiling. Breathe deeply. Make sure the neck is nice and long. Shoulders are away from your ears. Breathe deeply. Feel the feet. Feel the legs. Feel that right hip is. You're taking that back. You're not letting it fall forwards. Now use the in-breath. Maybe bend the left knee to bring yourself up. Out-breath, lower the arms down. Now you're going to bend into the right knee to bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Nice and slowly and smoothly. Okay, put the weight onto the right foot. Step back with the left. Good. Square the hips to the long edge of the mat. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Lift the chest. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest, palms facing forwards. And breathing out, reaching over to your right and down. Rest the hand on the lower part of the leg and reach the left arm up to the ceiling. Soften the knees. Keep reminding yourself to unlock those knees if that's a habit. And notice the difference. What happens when you unlock the knees? I can feel my feet, I can feel my thighs more. And more I don't feel like I've been stopped or blocked from a certain part of the body, which is what locking does. Looking up at that left hand, nice long neck, shoulders down away from the ears, long body, chest lifted and open. Use the inhale and the bend in the right knee to lift yourself up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Bend into the left knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. So feel that lovely flow the breath gives the body. So we're going to move into Warrior One. We're going to step back into this one, as we sometimes do. So take a moment, find your feet, put the weight onto the left foot, and step back. Big step with the right. Now you might want to just widen your stance widthways. Right hip is forward, left hip is back. Push back with that right heel, even just to begin. So we're really strong in this part of the body, strong belly. Breathing in, lift the arms up. There's some space between the hands, but they're going directly up, shoulders down. Breathing out, bend into that left knee. As the left knee goes forward, again, emphasizing that right heel. So really, you feel that very strongly in this right thigh, and also the front, the hip flexor there on the right. Really working hard to constantly pull that left hip back and the right hip forward without ending up kind of pushing the tummy out. Strong belly, tucked in. Lifted the chest, shoulders down. Good. Feel the feet. Fill the body with air. Long arms straight up. You can look up at the space between the hands if you want to try that, see how that feels, and then you can choose which you prefer. Breathe. Use the inhale to come up, lower the arms on the exhale, and let's come into a forward bend over the extended leg, the left leg here. Breathing in, extend the arms up, or alternative, holding the back. And as you breathe out, have a slight bend in that front knee as you come over that leg. Bend it as much as you need to. Make sure you make contact with something on the ground or the ground.
fingertips or hands. Breathe in, maybe lift up onto the fingertips or lift the body away, and then we're going to bring the body down. So don't worry if the back starts to bend, but really thinking about the chest coming forwards and mostly thinking about lengthening this left leg. So push that big toe into the ground and feel the left hip is reaching up away from that big toe. So we're lengthening and allowing that left leg to open and expand with the breath. Breathe in deeply. Fill the body with air. Breathing out, relax the body down. Expel all the air. So we'll kind of come out nicely and smoothly. Bend the knee, left knee. Just walk the hands up, nice and soft. And then we step forward with the right foot. Let's give the legs a little shake. So you keep the feet on the ground, just give the legs a nice little shake, shaking them up a little bit, loosening. Good. Weight onto the right foot now. Big step back with the left. Again, if you want to widen the stance, just take a moment to find your position. And take the right hip back, left hip forward, strong left buttock. Breathing in, lift the arms up above the head. Again, shoulders down, space between the hands, and breathing out, bending into the right knee. The right knee should just be hovering over the ankle. At the same time, pushing back with that left heel. Strong body. Look up at the space between the hands if you want to challenge your balance a little bit. This also encourages the chest to lift slightly, maybe lengthening the spine. So you can try that, see how you feel. But really think about this center of the body. Draw your pelvic floor as well. This is great for any standing postures, but particularly the warriors, where it really gives you a sense of stability. But even in these static postures, there is movement all the time with the breath. It's constant changing and flow of the breath. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, lower the arms down. Let's come into the forward bend again, holding the back or extending upwards if your back feels okay. Breathing out, reaching down over the leg. Make contact with the ground, either directly or having something on the ground to give you contact. Breathing in, just come up on the fingertips or lift the gaze. And then let the body relax down. Long, slow out breath. Lengthening the whole of that right leg. Feel the big toe going into the ground and the right hip lifting up away. Getting lots of length. And we do this with our intention and with the breath. Just focusing and breathing deeply and giving it a bit of time. Good. Feeling everything that you're feeling. Now bend the right knee, soften this position, come up, walk the hands up, and step forward with the left foot. Okay. So lots of work. So we have a little bit of a moment here to rest. Let's come into a ragdoll. So we're going to just stand with the feet hips width apart. Feel the weight of the head falling forwards. As that weight falls forward, you can bend the knees and let everything kind of just collapse. Let the arms hang forwards. Just completely dead weight. Head is heavy. Relax the neck. Knees are bent. And as always, you can actually let your body hang forward. You have lots of options. You can hold the elbows. You can let the arms hang on the ground. If it feels too much, you can rest your elbows on your knees. But let the back, particularly let the neck relax. Breathe in through the nostrils. And breathe out through the mouth. To release, let go. So through our practice, we're constantly there's layers and layers of tensions. First of all, we take off the top layer, and then it gets deeper. So you might finding another little layer of tension we didn't even know about. And relax the neck. Maybe just move the head a little bit just to encourage that neck to relax. Keep the knees bent the whole time. Now bring your attention to the base of the spine, and we're going to lift from the base of the spine. Feel that lifting moment. Leave the arms heavy, leave the head heavy, leave the knees bent. Keep breathing in and out as you unfurl. Feel the energy traveling up through the spine, creating lots of space in between all the vertebrae, and finally the shoulders sit back, the chest lifts, the head lifts.
brand new again. Good. Let's just take one of these breaths again. Breathing in, lift the arms up, lift the heels off the ground. Turn the palms, breathing out, coming back down. In fact, we'll just do one more of those because one's never enough. Breathing in, coming up, all the way up, lifting the heels off the ground, turn the palms and coming back down. Just so we feel a sense of that breath and that flow within our practice. So, yes, we're going to come into Warrior 2. What's the warriors today? Let's put the weight onto the left foot. We're going to step back with the right. Big step. Don't forget that back foot is not at a right angle like triangle. It's slightly much more pointed forwards. But square the hips with that. Lift the chest. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, extend and expand the fingertips away from each other. Look down the left arm. Breathing out, bending into that left knee. Let's just move with this, get our flowing feeling. So check that your body is neither going forwards or backwards. It's right in the center. Breathing in, coming up. So feel that lift in the chest as you breathe in. Breathing out, bend into that left knee. Check it's not collapsing inwards. It's going in the same direction as your toes. Breathing in, coming up. Breathing out, sinking down. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Emphasis in that back foot. So all the time, trying to keep the evenness of weight between the feet, even though you're moving. Let's keep that sense of stability in the movement. Yeah, breathing out, maybe go a little deeper. Use the inhale, maybe drawing up the pelvic floor to encourage that strength and stability. Come up one more time. Breathing out, let's come into the posture. Just check to make sure that knee isn't collapsing. You should be able to see the big toe on the inside of that knee. Adjust the position of the toes if you're not able to do that, not able to see a toe there. All the time feeling the body is upright, coming out of the hips, and you're pushing into that back heel. The whole back edge of that leg is strong. Using the inhale to come up, exhale, arms come down. Bend into the right knee and bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Okay. Give the legs a little shake again. Keep the feet on the ground, but just wiggle the legs. Just keep a bit of loosening there. Weight onto the right foot, step back with the left. Big step. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Square the hips. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in to the chest. Breathing out, bending into that right knee. Think about the back foot and the back leg. Now use the inhale to come up. Lift the chest. Breathing out, sinking down. Checking the position. The knee and the toes are in the same direction, so adjust to make that alignment. It might be that the toes can't go directly forwards, that's fine. It's more important that you align with yourself rather than some straight lines that are being dictated to you. Breathing in, lift and open the chest, breathing out. So we're finding the stability and the flow in that stability. All the time thinking about the evenness of the weight between the feet. Good. Breathing in. Last time. Breathing out. Bending into that right knee. As that right knee goes forward, pushing into that back heel. Strong legs. Draw up your pelvic floor, your Mula Bandha. Strong belly, strong back. Everything is engaged, but alive. It's not gripped and rigid. And you give it breath. Give it aliveness. Coming up on the inhale. Lower the arms on the exhale. Bend into the left knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Good work. Okay, we'll come into a squat now. This squat should be getting pretty good if you've been doing this for a while. So coming into the squat, don't forget, again, the angle of the knee and the toes. This is essential. So adjust so it works for you. Adjust the distance between the feet so it works for you. Maybe play around with that a little bit. Let the body hang between the knees and let the head hang. You can let yourself rest onto your forearms or your hands. Let the head hang. Relax the neck. Encourage the release by breathing in through the nostrils deeply and sighing out through the mouth. Good. Do that. And do it again, try it a couple of times. Even put a sigh in there.
Good. Lifting the head now. Let's do a little twist. Put the left hand on the ground, breathing in, lift the right hand up to the ceiling, up to the sky. Really extend the fingertips up, and also taking the chest, turning the chest, so we're coming into a little twist there. Good. Now let's rotate the right wrist slowly. Find that flowing movement. Just keep your eye on that wrist. Enjoy the movement of the fingers and the hand, and rotate in the other direction. And then as it's rotating in that direction, it's coming back down to the earth. Lifting the left arm up, lift up the chest, follow that, look up with your eyes. Fingertips are reaching up to the ceiling, up to the sky. Good. So really encouraging that twist, and then rotating the left arm around, or left wrist rather, the fingers and the hand. Yeah, enjoy that movement, the flow in the wrist joint, and rotating in the other direction. Good. And as it's coming back down to the earth. Great. Good. Let's come into ragdoll once more. So knees are bent, let the body hang. We'll just stay here for a breath. Let the neck relax. And rebuild the spine. Keep breathing in and out. Let the arms hang forward. The head is hanging forward. The knees are bent. And we're just rolling up through the back. Beautiful. Till you're standing tall again. And again, we'll put another one of those breathing and moving just to keep that flow of breath. And also focus of attention. Breathing in, lift the arms up, lift up the heels. Hands together, breathing out, the hands come down. Good. Change your point of view if you feel brave. It's quite difficult to lift up off the heels and look up. It's very challenging for the balance, but you could try that if you want a bit more challenge. Breathing in all the way up. Lift up. Last time, bring the hands down. Good. So we're going to come into a balance now. Let's see if we can come into eagle. This is a challenging one. Good bit of twistingness, good bit of squeezing and movement. So we're going to put the weight onto the left foot. Now the challenge here really is keeping that knee really bent as much as you can. And then when you find your balance, your stability in that leg, don't forget you can hold on to something for support. But if you're holding on to something, try not to lean on it. Otherwise, you kind of ruin the balance for yourself. You have it there as security. Now, keep that bend in the left knee, lift up the right knee high, keep the bend, and then take it right over the thigh, right over the left side. I'm showing the side view so you can see. And then my foot, if you keep that knee bent, you'll have more space for that foot to tuck behind. It's really hard to do that because it's very strong on the legs. Then squeeze the thighs together to support that. And the arms, I'm just going to come to the front again so you can see the arms. Let's do this very quickly. We take the left arm underneath, the right arm above, and then we try to get them right across the body as much as possible, and then we bring the hands together in this eagle posture. And the hands are in front of the face, chest is lifted, shoulders down. Keep squeezing the legs together, keep lifting the chest, strong belly. We're going to come out this like a flying eagle. So breathe in and breathe out. So arms undo. See if you can lift up the arms and then landing with the arms coming down. Good. You're definitely going to want to shake the legs after that. It's strong on the legs. It's really good, that squeezing and that twisting action. So we'll try the other leg. It's going to even things up. Put the weight onto the right foot. Really spread the toes out. Don't grip. Bend the knee of the right leg. Lift up that left knee, nice and high. Going to get it right over the thigh, right over that other thigh. Keep that knee bent, so you can just tuck the foot behind, or thereabouts. Keep lifting the chest here as you take this down. Now we're going to take the right arm on the bottom, left arm on top. Try and get those arms across you as much as possible. So it's opening in the upper back as well. There's a lot going on. Hips, back, balance, everything. Try and take the focus of your eyes to this point, almost looking at the third eye rather than looking at the hand. You're looking inwards. Eagle's eye view. Good. So let's breathe in and out. Now as you breathe in, you're going to lift the arms up, lift the knee, and lower down with the arms.
Give everything a little bit of a shake up. Yeah, it's going to need that right now. And we're going to come into another balance. So we're going to come into a heron balance, so moving and breathing. Okay, yeah, lots of balance today. I think we need that when we're in these sort of times. So I put the weight onto the left foot to start. So with this heron balance, we're always moving. As you start to lift that left foot off the ground, the arms come out to the sides, but they open up, so the inside of the arms are being exposed, and the hands are coming up, and you're lifting the knee as high as you can, bring the hands up. Turn the palms and bring the arms down and bring that left leg down. Try and make that coordinated so that left foot lands and the arms are down to the sides again. Shift the weight, open up the hands, breathing in. So you do this in time with your breath. You might be a little bit faster or slower than me, that's absolutely fine. Don't worry about the wobbles, as I just demonstrated. Okay, I will show you a different one as well, so you can continue with that, breathing in, breathing out, lifting the arm, lifting the leg. But if you want to just do a bit more extended version, you extend that leg out as the arms come down. Breathing in, you lift the knee again, lift the arms, and breathing out, lower the leg and the arms down. So it's just an extra little add-on if you want to do that one. I'll continue with that as well. Breathing in, breathing out. The arms come down, but you push the heel out. So really extending that leg. Breathing in, lift the knee, and breathing out. Keep the breath in and out through the nostrils. The breath is there to support you and to lead the movement. So you're doing things in time with your breath. Breathing in, breathe out, the arms come down. So the arms are constantly moving, the legs moving. You're constantly keeping your focus of attention. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. We'll do one more each side. So it should be hopefully this gets easier, I don't know. Breathing out. This is your focus of attention. Breathing in, breathing out. Last side. Breathing in, lifting up. Tall in the body, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Okay. A bit more balance in the body now. In fact, we're going to do one more standing balance. I said we're going to do lots of warriors today. We're going to do warrior 3. So let's just come into a ragdoll just to relieve that, because that's quite a lot of work, and then we'll feel strong for our warrior 3. So just to come up and down very briefly for the ragdoll. So the chin gets heavy, the head gets heavy, the knees bend, the hands slide down the legs, the arms are heavy. Bend the knees, let the body hang there. Just give your back a little moment. Breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Good. One more breath in, sigh out through the nostrils, through the mouth. Good. And slowly come up, lifting up from the base of the spine, traveling up through the spine, breathing in and out the whole time. Uncurl, unfurl to standing. Good. So, warrior 3, a strong balance, lots of balancing today. Put the weight onto that left foot. First of all, step into it. Step into the whole of the surface of that foot. Keep the hips level. Don't let that hip come out to the side already. And as you feel a sense of balance coming there, you might feel you can lift the back leg off the ground, point the toe or push the heel out. At the same time, to counterbalance that, we take the arms forward. And you can, the hands together, you can interlink the fingers, you can have the arms separately, the hands down, whichever feels better for you in that hand position. But most importantly, you're extending the fingers forward, you're extending the toe or the heel backwards, so you choose that. So you're making yourself like a T shape, if you like. Breathe, ungrip the toes. Breathe deeply. One more breath in, lower the leg down, come back to standing. And again, with the feet on the ground, just give your legs a nice shake. Yeah, let the rest of the body kind of go with that movement. Okay, change sides. So this time, I'm going to step onto the right foot. Bring the weight into that foot. Really let the toes spread out. Really bringing that energy into the ground and lifting the back leg As the back leg lifts up, you take the arms forwards. Extend, extend, same thing. So the body's really extending, fingertips away from the toes away from the fingers. And attempt to ungrip the toes, so your foot will be moving a lot more if you ungrip. But that means the foot is learning. And wobbling is good, it means the body's learning. Breathe deeply. Good. And coming out slowly, lower the leg down. Just with the feet on the ground, just give the legs a little shake. Yeah. And give yourself a little bounce as well. So let the heels just bounce on the ground, let the arms be nice and soft. Breathing in through the nostrils and out through the mouth. Just loosen everything up. Okay, let's have a moment here again of moving and breathing, finding that flow and that lovely watery emotional quality that we're looking for. So we're going to come into the gratitude prayer. Breathing in, lift the arms up, open the hands up, look up, bring the hands together. Breathing out, bring the hands back to the heart center. Keep the knees nice and soft, feel the ground as your hands come down and point down to the ground, and then they open up, breathing in. Yeah, feel what's going on right now. Just really, now we've taken off a few of the layers of tension. Maybe there's some soft, vulnerable, emotional parts that are getting a bit of airplay. And just allow those things, you know, this is all okay. It's all permitted. You have permission to feel whatever you're feeling. Breathing in and breathing out. Yeah, notice any feelings that are coming up. They might be, you know, resistance, frustrated, anger, sadness. Maybe it's a lot of joy that hasn't had a chance to be expressed. And allow those feelings. And be grateful for that ability to feel so many things. So that's maybe a beginning of our gratitude. Breathing in, opening up. Yeah, receiving and accepting everything that is right now in this moment. Letting the fingers point to the ground. And then whatever else you feel like you want to be grateful for today, in this moment, right now, in this flow, in the flow of our practice, in the flow of the yoga. Yeah, let's do one more here. Breathing in. What am I feel grateful for? And if the hands come together and they land in the heart center, let's see if we can feel that feeling of gratitude. Close the eyes briefly. Feel that heart space. What does it feel like when it lands? That feeling of gratitude. Where in the body does it land? What is the feeling? What is the sensation? Good. Let the hands drop down. We're going to come down into a forward bend. So let's breathe in, lift the arms up. Make sure the feet are hips width apart and parallel. Again, you always have the option of holding the back if that feels better for you. And on the out breath, strong belly. We're going to come forward in a forward bend, straight back, all the way down, straight legs. Fingertips touch the ground to begin. Breathing in, look forwards. Lengthen the spine. Now with that long spine, because when you look forwards, it opens the chest and it means your spine is in a straight line. Don't worry if the legs have to bend slightly. And then forward bend, forward fold, looking at the big toes, lifting the tail. So remember these 2 points moving away from each other. The chest is coming down to the ground and the tail is lifting up to the ceiling. Breathe. Find the points where you feel a bit uncomfortable, but not pain. There's a very distinct difference between that. It's a bit uncomfortable. It's like, oh, I'm at the edge of my comfort zone here. And let's breathe into it. Let's find the movement that's there. Let's feel the space that's there. Let's feel the body and space opening up to us. Good. Breathing in, lifting the eyes, lifting the chest. And then we just come down, bring the bottom down to the ground. Catch yourself behind yourself, extend the legs out in front, bounce the knees up and down again. Just loosen those legs up. I'm going to come into a
seated forward bend, but with the variation of the bent leg. So we bend that right knee. This will give us a good twist as well. And then we take that right knee out to the side. The foot is going on the inside of that thigh. If your knee is not, it hasn't got to be flat on the ground, but if it feels like it's just, floating, put something underneath it, pad it up with a blanket or cushion. Very important, otherwise you're going to be very tense. Left leg is extended out, toes towards the ceiling. Let's take the right hand onto the outside of the left knee. Take the left fingertips behind you, close to the body. Body is upright. Lift the chest. Head on top of the body. Inhale. Exhaling, twisting around to your left. Left ribs, the left chest, the left shoulder twists around. And try and get the inside of that forearm connected with your spine so you feel that support and encouragement to lengthen. When you support the lower back, it really encourages it to lengthen. Lifting the chest, shoulders down. Turning to look right behind you on the out breath. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling, twisting a little deeper. One more breath in. Untwist to the front. Good. So now we're going to come into this forward bend over the outstretched leg. Toes going directly up. Try not to make sure the leg isn't flopping one side or the other. Breathe in, extend the arms up. Look at the back of the hands as you breathe in. As you breathe out, the chest is leading, not the hands. So the arms are staying up there, but the chest, the middle of this lovely long line from fingertip to base of spine, is wanting to come forwards. And the arms just come down with that. So really relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Nearly always, this is important, nice long neck. Looking at the big toes there. Hands can be on the ground or they can hold onto the leg, whichever feels better for you. Inhale, come back up. Lift the chest away from the leg and then take the chest forwards. It's going forwards, not down. Forwards with the chest, towards the toes. Good. Make the breath really deep and long, particularly that out breath. Notice how this feels. What does this feel like? What are the feelings that come with this? The opening of the hip. It's very challenging. Seated forward bends are challenging because it gets us into our goal-orientated mind. So that's the challenge, is to come out of that mindset and instead think about the chest moving forwards. Think about the breath. And actually, a good way to remove that kind of end point, goal point, is just to close your eyes. And then it's all about feeling and breath and expansion. Because you can't actually see your body in space, you can feel it, and that's very different things. Now let's walk the hands up the leg. Bring that right knee up. You can lift it up with your hands and then lift that left knee up. And then just let the body around, let the back around, let the face fall onto the knees and hug the knees. Breathe into the back. Breathe into the space between the shoulder blades. And breathe out through the mouth. Release. The space between the shoulder blades is really essential. It's back of the heart as well, so it might feel a little bit tender. That's normal. Release. And we'll come into this little cosmic egg. So let's take the hands behind the knees, just holding the fingers behind the knees, the thumbs out to the sides, and lift the chest. So now we're going to straighten the back once again. Take the shoulders back, the chest goes forward, the elbows come back, and then we just come into this little balance here. The toes can either come off the floor or be just gently touching the floor. And the neck is nice and long as well. Good. And breathe. So it's a slight bit of work happening here in the abdominals, but nothing too crazy. And lower the feet down. Okay, good. Let's just slide the legs away. Again, bounce them up and down. Now we're going to come into a wide leg. So not so wide that you're going to put strain on these inner thighs. They're very tender, these little areas, very delicate, so we don't want to do that. You might even want to sit on a cushion, or you might want to just lift yourself up slightly and place yourself down. Okay. So we're going to just extend over both legs again, a slightly different way. So we turn towards the right leg. The toes are going upwards, both on both feet, okay? And then we're just going to take the body forward. So we're going to walk the hands down. The chest is aiming towards the big toes there. As far as feels okay, that's where I get a bit uncomfortable. And then I just rest there. I come away from that point, inhaling, and then return on the exhale, but just relax into it. Rather than push into it, relax into it. Take the chest forward. Just keep breathing out. Breathe in again. Again, come back away from the leg. Lengthen. Fill the body with air. Think about it all about breath, about flow. Where you are. What's happening right now. This body. The ground is supporting you. Good. Come back up to center. You can walk the hands up the leg. Just come back into center and then turn the body towards the left leg. Both toes pointing directly upwards. Breathe in, lift the arms up. And breathing out, take the arms forwards. Chest is coming forwards. Good. Let the hands land there. Breathe in, come away. Lift the chest away. Really long in the front of the body. Long in the abdominals. And then take the chest forwards towards the toes. Inhale, lifting up and away. Breathing out. Relax. Breathe out long. Breathe out long. Breathe deeply. Good. Walk the hands back up the leg. Come into center. I'm going to do one more. Yes, you've guessed it, center. So just have the hands on the ground. If that's enough for you, that's enough. But see where you can get to. Maybe just creeping the hands forwards. You might come onto your forearms. You might come even further forward than that. So just take them wherever you can get to. Breathe in, come away a little bit. Once you get to that point that you've reached your comfort zone, the edge of your comfort zone, then breathing out and softening the edge of the comfort zone so it becomes a bit more permeable and the edge is softened. So there isn't an edge anymore. It's become a new edge, if you like. And this way we expand and we increase our range. You know, we're not so limited. If we only move within our comfort zone, the comfort zone gets smaller and smaller. This is a very important thing to remember. So we're walking the hands back up. Let's just bring the legs together and hug the knees once more. Okay. Send the legs out in front. We're going to come in this slow lie down. So extend the fingers towards the toes. Keep that connection between the fingers and the toes. Keep looking at the toes, but keep breathing in and out the whole time through the nostrils. So you keep that flow, you keep that softness within that making effort. So the effort becomes much, much more energized and softer. It's not so kind of straining. And then when you're lying down, just let everything go for a moment. Lying in Shavasana, the corpse. Feel the breath filling the chest. And breathing out. Feel the back relax into the ground as you exhale through the mouth. Imagine you're breathing into the back of the body. It's almost like you're breathing up from the ground. Good. Breathing in support, that supportive energy. And breathing out. Now we're just going to bend the left knee. And then we're going to bend the right knee. And then we're going to hold the knees and rock gently side to side. Yeah. And then maybe make a little circle. So I'm just going to move a bit more central. Let's make a circle with the knees. Breathing in as you take the knees away, breathing out as you draw the knees in. But we're making them a big circle, keeping the knees together. And you can just hold them gently, or you can let go of the knees and let the legs work. And also slightly more effort on the abdominals and also into the hips a little bit. Also into the back of the pelvis. So we're just getting that ease. This whole area tends to get very achy, very stiff. A lot of emotional kind of stuff gets caught up in this area. So let's move it. Let's get a bit of movement. And the other direction. So we do the same amount around about both sides. Either holding the knees or letting them go. Breathe in and out through the nostrils. See if you can just find more range of movement there. Yeah, enjoy the whole of that back area. And then I'm going to take the hands in between the knees, take hold of the big toes. If you can hold, or the feet if you can't reach the big toes, the first two fingers, just hook them around the big toes. And then we're coming into happy baby. So this is very much a fun, fluid kind of feeling. Bit of rejuvenation, literally. And we'll just rock again around on the lower back. And maybe just, have the legs extended, bend the knees, and just rock and roll around. Just move the legs, bend the knees. You're just kind of moving the feet and enjoying yourself a little bit. Whatever feels it needs to be moved. You can just move the legs around, maybe take the knees out to the side. Just exploring the range of movement in the legs, in the hips. Where does it feel tired and achy? Yeah, really play around. And then we take hold of the knees once more and let the feet come onto the ground. Slide the legs away, give yourself a full stretch just to give those abdominals a bit of a rest, a bit of space on the back, lifting off the ground. Now bend the knees and put the feet on the ground. Feet close to the buttocks, hips width apart. So making sure the hips and the knees and the ankles are all in alignment, if you like. Hands flat down on the ground, fingers extending down towards the bottom of the mat, chin tucked in tight into the chest. Inhaling, lift the hips up. Exhaling, roll the spine down from the top down to the bottom. So just moving with your breath, very much flowing. So the whole of the spine is getting your attention. Also, don't forget, this is where your nervous system is aligned as well. Breathing in all the way up and breathing out. Roll down the spine. Breath is staying in and out through the nostrils. Lift the hips really high, push into the feet, and breathing out, roll down. We'll do a couple more, but maybe if you want to bring the arms in, some of you already are probably, breathing in. Open and expansive, and breathing out. Bringing the hands back and rolling the spine down. Just make sure that the thighs are staying level as well, not splaying out or coming together. Breathing out, rolling down. Good. Let's come up one more time, breathing in. Lifting really high. Opening the whole front of the body and then rolling down on the exhale slowly and smoothly. Bend the knees and hug the knees. Rock and roll a little bit here. Okay. The feet on the ground, maybe a bit wider. We're just going to finish the moving and breathing with a spinal twist. Nice and simple though. Feet are wide as the mat. Let's take the hands out to the side, palms flat down. Back of the neck is long. Breathe in. On the out breath, let the knees fall down to the left. Head goes over to the right. Breathing in, lift the knees to center. Lift the head to center. Breathing out, knees fall down to the right, head goes over to the left. And just move with your breath. The knees are coming back and forth like windscreen wipers. And your neck is moving in the opposite direction, or your head is rather. So whatever way your knees face, the eyes are going to face the opposite direction. Relax the legs. Really give your body your full breath. Breathe out fully. Really relaxed. Nice kind of heavy legs, just relaxing down as you breathe out. Breathing in one more time to center. And just let the legs slide away. We're going to come into Shavasana for just a couple of minutes. Now take your pick as well. If you're happy in Shavasana in the corpse, arms away from the side, feet falling out to the sides, back of the neck nice and long. Some of you need a cushion there, a small cushion, not so your neck is bent. We want the neck to be in a straight line. Some of you like to have your legs up against the wall or on furniture. Please do that. Some of you may want to lie in semi-supine with the knees bent and falling together there, and the feet on the floor. So choose your posture, whatever you're doing,
close your eyes. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Breathe out through the mouth. Sigh out through the mouth. Yeah. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Enjoy your breath. Feel your body. Feel all your feelings. What are the sensations in your body now? Notice the impacts of your efforts. How have you impacted on your body, on your state of mind, on your emotional state? Just notice all those things now. How does it feel? Just noticing. And then just softening the breath, softening the whole body. And just letting yourself sink. Maybe the body melting like chocolate is a good image for you. Maybe softening into the earth, dropping the body into the earth, the rich, fertile earth that is holding this body like a precious, precious being that you are. Holding your body like a little baby. It's like the earth is your mother, holding you so softly and gently. And you feel safe and secure and held in this warm and dark space. Everything softening, mind softening, body softening into the ground, merging with the earth. Everything just energy and flow. Just feel that melting and melding. Feel everything is just softening into just the universe, the universal energy. And feel yourself at one with the universe. Kind of expanding into this empty fullness of space, dark space. Feel yourself surrounded by stars, starlight, constellations of stars. You are part of that constellation of stars, shining, connected, oneness. So we come to the end of our relaxation, we come to the end of our practice, and we slowly move into the present again, keeping a feeling of that flow, a feeling of that adaptability like water, that watery quality that we have, and that connectivity with ourselves and everything in this universe. That is the yoga. And so we breathe with that. Every breath has that energy. So breathe a little deeper, feel that in your body. To whatever extent, maybe it's just a little inkling of that in the body, or maybe the whole body just feels, yeah, I am oneness. Stretch, move the arms and legs, hands and feet, move the body. Breathe deeply. Maybe hug the knees, rock and roll on your back and roll onto your side. Do whatever feels good for you. Do whatever feels good. Enjoy. And once you've come to seated, let's just find ourselves again. Maybe rubbing the arms a little bit. It's grounding the body, bringing the attention back out, bringing the mind back out.
Rubbing the legs, back, maybe the face, whatever parts of the body feel like they need a bit of touch. Oh, it feels nice. Maybe even giving yourself a hug. That always feels good, just to give yourself a hug, particularly around the ribs there. Yeah, good. And then bring that energy into the hands, the palms of the hands, rubbing the hands together vigorously, creating heat and energy between the hands. Yeah. And place the hands over the heart center. Close the eyes. Yeah, and all this beautiful energy we've stirred up, got into our flow. Feel that flow in the heart, whatever it feels like, whatever imagery comes up, and bring to mind your sankalpa, your affirmation, your loving thought, your prayer. Say your positively framed sentence, your intention to yourself, and take it deep into this space, this infinite space of the heart. Yeah. Good. Say that to yourself. And know by giving it warmth and energy and most of all your attention, it is going to flourish and grow. Good. Okay. Namaste. Thank you so much. Great practice.